Good morning from our first day of our second semester. The kids are sleeping in. So in the winter time and basically any time that we just are not like hardcore have to be finished by a specific time, I try to let the kids sleep in. So it's Tuesday. You already saw I packed Matt's lunch. He's back to work today. And you already saw yesterday's video. I just finished filming that and getting some water now because I was talking for like half an hour. But it's Matt's first day back to work for the new year after Christmas vacation. It's always that bittersweet moment because like we know he has to go to work because we can't pay bills from just our YouTube channel right now. So he has to go to work, but then it also, I don't know, I'm one of those weird moms that like when Matt's home I feel like I don't get as much done around the house. So I did though this Christmas vacation. So like it was kind of weird because like I normally don't do that. Normally when he's home it's like my brain goes, oh, it's rest time because he's home. I don't know, it's really weird. Let me know if you're that way. Like when your kids come home or your spouse comes home, like are you like that, or are you like it's rest time now and then you just don't get as much done when they're home and you get more done when people are away from home? Or how does your family do? But I'm waiting for the kids to get up. I may make them some from scratch hot chocolate today, but until they get up, I'm gonna work on finishing up some laundry. I'm trying to get as much, you can hear the washer in the background. I'm trying to get as much laundry done as I can today and trying to get the laundry room completely emptied out so I can get the living room or the laundry room scrubbed down completely. So I mentioned this in the video you saw. I think it's gonna come out yesterday, the last video that you saw. I take weekends off, and if I do weekend videos, I try to do like shorts on the weekends because I prefer to just have family time on the weekends. So I usually try not to upload videos on weekends because I want other people to feel like they can too. And it also gives people time to get caught up on videos from the last week if they don't catch it like every single day at the 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time upload and all that. So I did mention though in that video that in January, it mostly is at home time. Our February is going to be crazy busy and I'm so excited to take you through. The washer's fixing to get really loud. February is gonna be really crazy busy and I'm excited to take you all along with this as we go through February and everything that we'll have going on in February. One of my pens is upside down on my whiteboard. But in January, we try not to plan anything. Like we usually don't plan any like homeschool trips or vacations, which homeschool trip and vacations pretty much the same for us. We try not to plan anything. And it's mostly time to focus 100% on school without travel and focus on like detailed housework leading up to our busy February. And then March we have a little more time off again, but we also like it's spring, so we want to be outside. So like January is that time to like focus hardcore on cleaning the house, seeing what all we need to get for travel, if we need to stock up on stuff. Like I know we need toothbrushes in our travel bags, but also focus on like the at-home schoolwork as much as we can because they still submit their book reports and stuff through the Google Docs, and then a couple of their assignments are virtual. So that's basically what January is going to be, is like focusing on at home and a heavy emphasis. Like we always emphasize school, but like less of the travel and hands-on school and more of like the written school work for January. Another thing about January as well is our grades aren't due until the 15th. So technically our first semester doesn't end until January 15th. So what I like to do is, Christmas is crazy and busy enough as it is, don't try to stress the kids out by doing like midterms if their class requires it. Only one of them requires it this year. Or like trying to finish like certain goals by that point. So we had goals set to finish by December, end of December, but if we didn't finish them, it's okay because we have until January 15th. So a lot of today, maybe for some of the half their classes, they're going to be focusing back on finishing up what they didn't finish up for last semester. And I'm totally okay with that. made from scratch oatmeal is something we're trying to do at least once a week, I think is what our calendar says. Let me double check real quick. And then I try to make made from scratch hot chocolate at least like one time during the winter months. Yeah, it looks like I have made from scratch oatmeal at least once a week, not a month, a week. But it's something fun that I like doing. It takes a little more effort because you have to slowly bring the milk up to temperature and then slowly add the other ingredients. But apparently they like it because one of them is using her finger to wipe out all the the chocolate.
It's good.
I'm glad you like it. Other than that, I don't really have any definite chores that I've set aside for myself today. And I try not to like make a to-do list for myself on the first day of any semester, whether it be fall, spring, or summer. Because if I do that, then I get busy. And then if I get busy, even if I tell them I'm available, they won't ask for help. So I usually just try to not plan anything. That's also why I did laundry before they woke up and why I recorded another video before they woke up. So my current goal is to pull up their grade recording system that the umbrella school uses to see what grades were not recorded for each person before Christmas break, which anything they were finished with, like a couple of classes they were finished. So I waited to do that until then. I'm going to put in grades as we finish through. I'm going to give them until probably the end of this week because I don't like getting like real close to the 15th deadline of what subject are you working on? Wash your hands first. I don't want to get too close to the January 15th deadline to put grades in because that's just cutting it way too close. But that's basically just my goal for today, is just school. And then normally by 3 o'clock I have them put the Chromebooks up if they're done or not, which, I mean, number one, I believe learning is continuous. Number two, doing school literally all day is not as beneficial as just letting them do it slowly through, you know, the entire school year. And our school year runs from basically year round, because I was trying to say it was only going to run August to August, but the funny thing is it runs from cutoff date to cutoff date. It runs cutoff date to cutoff date, and like January 15th to cutoff, June 15th to cutoff, and September 15th to cutoff. And usually by January 15th we're on the second semester, June 15th we're on the summer semester, and September 15th we started the fall semester. So basically it's year round, and I don't make them do year round unless they want to. Math is the only thing we pretty much do year round, but they just kind of continuously go from there. So goal today is just let them get as much done as they want, and then by 3 o'clock we'll be finished. So now that they're all on tasks that they don't really need me to help with, well, I'm kind of helping with one. They're all on tasks that they don't really like need exclusive help with. We have leftover pinto beans from last night where we did them we usually do them after Christmas because we have the ham to boil down the bone and use the broth from it. And I had enough pinto beans left over, but I didn't want to make noodles again. I want to do something different. So I have rice going in the Instant Pot. Go ahead and start that. If I started an hour before, it's definitely done by the time we're ready for lunch. So as soon as that finishes, we'll have lunch. And then that can be going while they're working on schoolwork. And I honestly don't really have much that I want to do like while I'm in there with them. There's stuff I could do while they're doing school. I could be working on crochet, or I could be working on like getting some caught up on some reading and magazine stuff, but I'm not going to, because I just kind of want to be in there with them. Again, I'm trying not to like do a lot while they're doing it, and I don't want to put them on film while they're doing school. So they're working on that, and there's only like, none of them have everything that they need to do. They're working on catch-up work from what they didn't finish for the first semester right now. So it looks like we actually have an afternoon storm rolling in to our area. And the kids are still kind of tired. They're still getting used to back into the routine. I know I said I let them sleep in, but they still woke up a little bit later than they had. And then just like, they're trying to get back into the routine and going back into the learning. And I'm fully aware that like mental exhaustion can actually make you physically exhausted. So some of them are going to go lay back down. Some of them are going to read books that they need to finish up for school. And I'm going to go work on editing some of the last bit of vacation videos that I haven't edited yet. And just kind of, you know, relax that way. I mean, it's almost time for them to be done with school for the day anyways. So just let them relax, refresh. And then if they want to do more when they get up, they can. If not, we'll work on it again tomorrow. Because we still have, you know, we have 2 weeks to just get caught up and finish up stuff. So I want to let them do it slowly and not stress about it, because they're still kids. I still want them to be kids and not live to do school. I want them to live to live. So I'm gonna let them just relax and go get some work done myself. Just finished working on one of the vacation videos. Came to check out weather because, yeah, they're forecasting some pretty nasty storms. And that gray, that dark gray right there, that's not mountain. That's clouds. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be good. But we're all hunkered down. We have, I think that's a southern phrase, but we're all okay here. Some of the kids are still napping. You just saw Sarah decided to read her book for history class, and I'm just getting some work done. This is one of the most relaxed first day back to school for the new semester. Or, yeah, right? Yeah, new semester for us ever. See how dark it is? It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm so glad that my 2 with anxiety are asleep right now, because like, okay, let me come step in the kitchen. 3 o'clock. I mean, look, where's the clock? See if you can see it, if it'll focus. Come on. Anyways, it's 3 o'clock. It's this dark. I actually just finished the video. Has to process. If you know Premiere Pro, you know Premiere Pro. If not, basically you work all the way through it, and then it has to process into a format that can be put on YouTube. And I had to wait for it to do that. It went through glitch the first time. There's an issue with it. I need to update it. And while I was doing that, I got a notification from National Weather Service. And we never get notifications from National Weather Service. So went ahead and shut down my computer, because last time that we lost power when my computer was up and running, we had to reboot it. So we are working on just making sure everything's okay. I'm just gonna leave the power strip on. It should be fine. But yeah, like out of nowhere. The switches are probably fine. They're on 2 power protectors. But they probably don't need to be plugged up all day anyways. But yeah, this is crazy. It'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine. The worst that we get in this area usually is a thunderstorm. Like we might get the back end of a hurricane. We rarely ever get tornadoes. We rarely ever get earthquakes. It's fine.